Alright guys, what's going on? Megan here. I haven't made live videos in a long time, but I'm back in business. I've been busy, school and shit. Alright guys, you saw the title, how to put on the pound of muscle in 30 days. The reason why I picked the pound of muscle, once again, is because it's not impossible, even though it's very hard. Guys, a pound of muscle a month is 12 pounds of muscle in a year, and that's a lot of fucking muscle. But it's not impossible. It's extremely hard, but it's not impossible. If you're a noob lifter, you just started lifting, you can put on, I say 1 or 2, right? 1 or 2. Science also backs it up to 1 or 2. The longer you've been lifting, the harder it is for your body to put on muscle mass. But I explain in different videos why it works. Anyway, for a muscle to grow, this is the muscle cell. For a muscle to grow, muscles made up of muscle cells, right? For the muscle to grow, the muscle cell has to grow. Long, quick summary of my overtraining video. This is a muscle cell, right? Muscle cells, unlike the other cells in the human body, have more than one nucleus, right? This is the nucleus right here. They can have hundreds of them. Normal cells only have one. And it's in the nucleus that the DNA is. Quick biochem overview, right? The DNA is in here, and when you work out, you take steroids, whatever the fuck you do, the testosterone, whatever it is, the growth factors go into the nucleus and start mRNA transcription, translation, all that, fancy shit. But anyway, based on how many nucleus you have, the muscle cell can grow faster. The muscle cell can grow faster. The human muscle can grow faster, right? So you see, from here to here, this is a small cell. This is a hypertrophy cell. This is a small bicep. This is a big bicep, right? You see the difference? It's not just the size of the muscle, but it's the number of nuclei. That's the plural for nucleus. The more nuclei you have, the faster and bigger the muscle can grow. And how do you, make the nucleus to grow? Blah blah blah. I made several videos about that. It's all about protein synthesis. You eat protein. Your body takes the protein, breaks it down to amino acids. Out of the amino acids, your body takes nitrogen, which is the backbone for muscle and protein. And your body uses that nitrogen. See it as bricks. Your body uses that to build a castle, to build your chest, your biceps, whatever. So that's why you gotta eat protein to build muscle. But anyway, I want you guys to look at this. We're gonna come back to this later, right? Small cell, big cell. Small muscle, big muscle. 3, I'm making them numbers. Very few nuclei, a lot of fucking nuclei. How do you go from here to here? Now let's look at this, right? Can you see this? Mm-hmm. The video's longer than 5 minutes, let me know, because I could talk forever. Alright. 1 day, 30 days, right? This is muscle, this is protein. This is 1 pound of muscle. It's really 453 grams of muscle, but I'll just round it up to 450 to make it easy to remember. This is 1 pound of muscle, guys. 1 pound of muscle. In 1 pound of muscle, you have about 90 grams of protein, right? If you don't believe me, buy beef or try to eat a human or whatever. 1 pound of muscle, 90 grams of protein, right? Okay, because roughly 20% of muscle is protein. 70% is water. The other 10% is bullshit. Like, fucking, I don't know. So 450 to 90. So in 30 days, right, theoretically, if you want to put on a pound of muscle, your body needs to synthesize only 90 grams of protein, right? It doesn't seem like a lot, right? Only 90 grams of protein. Your body is able to take the beef and chicken and whatever you eat and synthesize 90 grams of these, essential amino acids. Your body will have 1 pound of muscle. The rest, like I said, is going to come from water and, other things. So that's 30 days. That's in 1 month. Obviously, your body has to do that 1 step at a time, right? 1 day at a time. So let's look at 1 day. For your body to put on 1 pound of muscle a month, which is 450 grams of muscle, it needs to put on 15 grams of muscle a day, right? 15 grams is like, I don't know, fuck it. If your body can put on 15 grams of muscle every single day for 30 days, just multiply by 30, you get this, right? Is it a problem? Is it 5 minutes already? Okay. Why are you laughing? Can you talk? Can you laugh?
I was laughing because you said 15 grams. Screw it.
Oh, yeah. You like that, right? I'm funny.
Yeah, you're funny.
Okay. So, 15 grams of muscle. Oh, my train of thought, baby mama. You don't have ADD. Okay, yeah. 15 grams of muscle a day, right? Now, once again, I said 15 grams of muscle a day times 30, you get this. In 15 grams of muscle, 20% of that is protein, right? What's 20% of 15 grams? 3 grams. I hope you're not confused yet, right? So, if your body can synthesize 3 grams of protein a day, right? 3 grams of essential amino acids and non-essential whatever, you'll have 50 grams of muscle in 1 day, and you have, boom, 1 pound of muscle in a month. Now, I hope this number fucking alarms you, because when I discovered this, I called Hans over, my uncle, my biology professor, all the fucking muscle experts, and we talked about it. We were amazed, all of us, because it's such a small number. If your body can get 3 grams of protein, just 3 grams of protein, and synthesize that shit every day. Now, I'm not talking about using it for energy or whatever. Just build that shit together for muscle. You have a pound of muscle every single month. Wait, baby. But we're not putting on a pound of muscle a month. How come? Even though we're eating way more than 3 grams of protein. Now we know obviously some of it's going to your hair, some of it's going to your liver, your brain. You know, protein is all over your hair, your nails, everything, right? But we know, okay, once all that's out the way, at least some should be left over for muscle gains, right? But we're not even getting 3. And that's assuming your calories are met, because your calories are met, you don't have to worry about protein being turned into glucose, all that bullshit. So why are we not getting this 3 grams of protein directly into our muscles? Because obviously we're not, because if you were, once again, common sense, if you were getting 3 grams of protein every day being synthesized, you have a pound of muscle. The problem is nitrogen retention. I made a video about that a while ago, and I explained to you. At first, it's funny, I made it 2 years ago. People were like, oh man, this bullshit. If you eat 100 grams of protein, your body's going to use all of it. You dickhead. How much protein do you think your body needs in one day? Now, I always give recommendations. Some people say 2 grams of protein per pound of body weight. Some people say 3. Some people even say 4. And I always say the maximum that I will ever go is 1. Right? 1 gram per pound of body. And even that's a lot. The reason why I say 1 is because I made a video about that protein as a whole. It's being used for so many things. Like I listed earlier. Your brain, your body, da-da-da. But we only need 3 grams to go into our muscles. Nitrogen retention. If you can increase nitrogen retention, I explain how nitrogen works. If your body can hold on to 3 grams of nitrogen per day, not 3 grams of nitrogen, I'm fucking up. 3 grams of amino acids per day, you'll end up with a pound of muscle. You go from this to this. How do you increase nitrogen retention? That's going to be important to this video. Why are you laughing at my picture? Disproportionate in the motherfucker, right? But I'm going to make part 2 to this video to explain to you guys how you can make your body hold on to at least 3 grams. Hansa, for example, because when I showed him this, he wanted to fucking cry, because he eats 4 chicken leg quarters a day plus a bunch of other shit. But just the 4 chicken leg quarters, guys, that's 160 grams of protein, right? And he eats, carbs and fats. So he's assuming that after his energy requirements are met, his body's gonna use that, to build muscle, right? Now he's eating way more than that. He's eating like 200 something. But I'm using 160 for that, right? Now, if his body was using that 160 grams of protein and synthesizing that shit into muscle, you know how much muscle he'll put on in a month? 52 pounds of muscle. And obviously he's not putting on 52 pounds of muscle. So that means his body is not even using 160 grams of protein just for his muscle. Let's say half of that, right? Let's say his body was using half of all the protein he was eating. Let's say his body was using 80 grams for other shit, whatever, and the other 80 grams for his muscle. He would put on 26 pounds of muscle a month. So that means his body is not even using half of what he's using for muscle building. Let's say his body was using even half of that. That's a quarter. That's a quarter of the protein he's eating. 40 grams. His body just says, okay, I'll be a nice motherfucker. I'll take 40 grams out of all the protein you're eating, and I'm going to put that in muscle building. Only muscle building. He'll put on 13 pounds of muscle a month. And he's not. And we're not. So that means our body's not even using a quarter of the protein we're eating. If his body says, you know what, I'm going to be super fucking nice. I'm going to use just 3 grams. 3 grams of the amount of protein that you eat. And I'm going to put that only in muscle. I promise you, bitch. If it did that, he will put on, like I said, a pound of muscle a month. And so will the rest of us. But we're not. So, conclusion is, your body is not using what you think it is using for muscle building. And in part 2, I'm going to show you guys how you can make your body hold on, nitrogen retention, steroids today, but we fucking natural here. How your body can hold on to the nitrogen you get from the protein and keep at least 3 of it so that you can put on the pound of muscle in 1 month, right? This discovery blew my mind, guys. Blew my fucking mind. It shows you that not only you wasting a lot of money on protein shakes and shit like that, right? But you gotta recount your calories and restructure your training in order to maximize protein synthesis. I'm gonna get into splits, full body workout, studies, all that bullshit. But I hope this video really wakes you up, guys, and that you realize a lot of your protein is being wasted. How long is it? Yeah.